my brother Peter. He ended up in the hospital with pneumonia. How long were you in the hospital?
37 days.
37 days. And I mean, basically, you've already gone through a lot. Like you have, let's see, lift your pant leg up. You do have, you did have that, an amputated leg. When did that happen?
About maybe 7 years ago.
And then you also have several toes missing, don't you?
No, not toes. I got fingers missing.
Missing? You have no toes missing?
No, no
So
toes
just
missing.
fingers?
Just, I got the tip of this one missing, the pointer finger gone,
Oh my gosh.
and this one that they got from way down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so Peter, you ended up in the hospital for how many days with pneumonia?
37 days, about 37.
Okay, so
And that's not including after recovery. Recovery from putting me in, having me in ICU still was another 3 weeks.
okay,
and
so
then
how did it happen? What happened to you? You were out working in the yard?
Yeah, I was fixing the fence up, putting some poles in, and I felt like I just felt tired, and so I went inside. And after in the noontime, I noticed that when I woke up, I couldn't breathe.
Donna,
I was I was having a hard time breathing and wheezing a lot. So I told my wife, "You need to take me to the emergency because this is not normal." Yeah. So I was in they took me to the emergency, and they thought it was a heart attack, and they checked me, and it wasn't my heart. So they took an X-ray of my chest, and they noticed that my chest was, I mean, all it was black. So they, after it was all that, they figured it was pneumonia, and after that, they said, well, you know, trying to figure out what kind of pneumonia it was. By then, they were giving me oxygen and real high oxygen, and
They did say that your lungs were filled about 60%.
yeah,
So,
probably so, yeah, because all you could see was black in the X-ray. I mean,
and they also said that you were extremely critical. So basically, you were probably expected not to survive.
yeah, they told my wife right away. They told her we're gonna have to put him in ICU, and I said, well, you know, to watch me better. And then right after that, they said, well, we're gonna have to, I don't know what's called, incubate them or whatever.
They put the trachea.
Yeah, put the tube in me.
Into
And then right after that, it seemed like, and they said, we're gonna have to put him in an induced coma. And when they said that, I just told my wife, I said, whatever you do, make sure that I'm asleep when they put a tube down my throat.
Yeah.
I said, I don't want. I said, so then after that, I don't even remember giving me something to go to sleep or anything. After that, I don't remember anything.
So Peter, you had a lot of dreams and basically you had some experiences that you feel you've learned.
Yeah,
you survived this. You basically survived this. Nobody was expecting you to live.
Yeah. Yeah,
Tell me a little bit about the dreams you were having.
My dream started off with an Indian. It looked like an Indian church or an Indian temple. Mm-hmm. I wasn't too sure, but
when you say Indian, like Punjab.
Yeah, like Punjabi or something. And to me, his job was ringing a bell, a small bell, mm-hmm. and that was his job, ringing a bell. And right after that, a man and a young couple showed up in my dream, and they were taking care of me. They were bathing me. They would take me wherever they went, and I couldn't move. I don't know how they were moving me around, but they would move me around. They'd feed me, and she'd always tell me, the lady would always tell me, the girl, because it wasn't a lady, it was a girl. She said, "Don't worry, I'll take care of you. Whatever happens, I'll take care of you." So, anyways, through the dream, the beginning of the dream, that's how it started. And then after that, it seemed like they disappeared, and then the dream just turned terribly ugly. I mean,
You started having just really nightmare type
yeah,
dreams
like
after
yeah.
that.
I mean, where they were trying to kill me, and I was like in a big company, a big warehouse, and where they made bologna and sausages and stuff, and that they were trying to do that to me, and they were doing it. They were killing a lot of Indian people and Japanese people and Mexicans, that people that really didn't have nowhere to go, or didn't really have any I don't know what we would call, but nobody would look for them. So they were
Were they kind of like
killing.
homeless?
Yeah, sort of like homeless
Okay.
farm workers that would come over on the border from the
Over
border.
the border? Uh-huh.
Yeah. So they were.
You mean like immigrants?
Yeah, immigrants.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mexicans maybe,
Yeah,
or
Mexican.
others, or were
Well,
others?
Yeah, it was Mexicans.
Just all
and-
nationalities.
Yeah, there was all nationalities.
And races, uh-huh.
Yeah, and
And they were slaughtering them
they
like
were slaughtering them, and they were trying to get me, but I don't know how I was escaping or getting away from, because I was all full of, in my dream I was all full of blood, and I was like in guts, blood and guts, and I couldn't get away, no matter how much I screamed and yelled and kicked, and I couldn't really kick, because when I came out of my coma, or when I came out of the coma, I couldn't move. You know, so I would think that in my dream I couldn't move either, because I don't remember moving around. I don't know how I got around.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that
So
was part of
you
it.
finally made it. You made
Yeah.
it. Nobody was expecting you. All the family was thinking you were going to die.
Yeah.
What do you feel like happened? What do you feel like why do you think you were given a second chance?
I'm not sure, because I'm not really worthy of the second chance, but I think because in me, what I understood was happening to me, and I understand that what I learned about it was that all these nationalities, we all seem to serve God, the same God, and there's no difference on what religion you have. God is God, and you know, just because there's somebody else doesn't mean you treat them a different way. You know, it was just that's what I learned in me, is that I see somebody, be good to them, be nice to them, you know, just because they're Indian, let's say. You know,
It was an Indian family who took care of you.
that took care of me. Yeah, you know, and
Would you say that before you looked at Indians differently, and now you look at them differently?
I did, because I remember,
like,
I
yeah.
remember when I was in school, I used to pull the turban off the Indian kids and stuff when they were my same age, but you know, pull it off, and you know, now I'm almost sorry for it, doing that. You know, well, I am sorry for doing it. Not, you know, but I think we're all the same family. We're all brothers and sisters. We're just different in color. We're just different in language. You know, that's it. But we serve the same God. No matter if you call him Jesus, no matter if you call him Father, no matter if you call him Baha'i, or you call him Muhammad, or you call him whatever you call him, we're all serving the same God, you know. So that's what I learned for me, you know. I got out of the dream, and slowly I think I'm learning other things when I get to think about it. Even now that I know it was afterwards, now I see it was a dream, because sometimes it felt so real. I mean, so real. I mean, even the pain going through it was real. But I just learned that being polite to other people, you know, just respecting other people, respecting their way they call on God, But like I say, I believe that what I understood out of my dream, that we're all got the same God. We just know Him differently. So, yeah, that's what I learned.
I'm happy you made it. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you can share your story. You're still here in the assisted living, basically just rehabilitating, right? Through
Yes.
physical therapy.
Yes.
And maybe you'll be here for another couple more weeks.
Yeah, I think that's it maybe because I've been doing good on recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
And-
recovery was really hard too.
But you were given a second chance.
Yes.
You were given a second chance probably to tell your story, your experience, and treat people better. But basically, you learned more.
Yeah, I think I learned more. Just like I said, just seeing somebody doesn't mean just because they speak another language or they wear different clothes or their color might be lighter than mine or darker than mine. Doesn't mean they're different. Still, if we cut each other,
Mm-hmm.
the blood is the same.
Mm-hmm.
The meat's the same color. It's just the outside that's different,
Mm-hmm.
and we're all different. But we do serve the same God. And that's what I figured out for myself.
Thanks, Peter. Love you.